There's one thing that I draw comfort from coming into the Manchester City game, and I'm going to talk about that in a little while. But there is one thing which gives me a little bit of hope, a little bit of comfort going into that game. But as I say, I'm going to talk about that. First of all, I'm going to talk about Roy Hodgson's press conference, and he was inevitably asked about the comments that he made after the Liverpool game. And I think he sticks by what he said, and I completely understand. You know, he said that referees do have a hard job, but at the same time, I think that what he said was right, and I don't think that I think he stands by what he said, which is great, because I think he should do. He did say that Steve Parish had a meeting with the referees, and he found that very constructive. What that means, I don't know, but it shows that the club are also trying to look into the refereeing situation, and hopefully something good will come of that. So we'll have to wait and see about that. In terms of injuries, he said that Turek Mitchell is back. He is fit again, so that's going to be an important thing for us to have at the back there. He did say, however, that the other injuries are still there, and also Jordan Ayew is suspended, of course, for this game. There is a little bit of hope, though, in terms of goalkeepers. He said Dean Henderson has trained this week, and he says although he thinks it might be a little bit too soon to play against Man City, he may be asked to play if that's the situation, that they don't have anyone else. And I mean, they do have other options, but it may be that they asked Dean Henderson to play. He said that the medical team would like a little bit longer with him, but I guess if needs must, then he may well play. Apparently the same goes for Eze as well, so we may see both of them either from the start or at some point in the game, depending on how the situation is. With Dean Henderson, I imagine they're probably going to play him the whole game, but with Eze, it might just be a case of that we play him at one part of the game if he is going to play. So it's not all doom and gloom. There are some positives in there, but obviously if Eze isn't fully fit, the danger is that he's going to get another injury if he does play. And of course the same with Dean Henderson, so we'll have to wait and see on that. I think it's interesting that there are so many injuries now around the Premier League. It's not just Crystal Palace, although we have had our fair share. There are injuries in every club, so many clubs. I mean, Man City, I think, is going to be doubtful for Haaland, whether he plays or not. Now, it might just be a little bit of trickery on Pep Guardiola's side, but there is a rumour that he's hurt his foot, he's got a foot injury, and he may not play against Palace, which will obviously be a plus for us. But they've got loads of talent on the bench, so I'm not expecting it to be an easy ride. It's not going to be. This is going to be a tough game for us, and I think that if we get anything from the game, I'm going to be very happy. I'm not expecting us to get anything. I think we're probably going to lose the game, maybe 1 or 2-0. But as I said, there are positives to get from the game. The one thing that I'm looking forward to, and the one thing I'm taking comfort in, which I mentioned earlier, is the fact that they haven't got Haaland, and I think there's another player that they're not going to have, and that's one part of comfort I'm taking. The other is that they have conceded goals recently. They've lost games recently, so there is a glimmer of hope there that if we play well and we play, even if we play against how we played against Liverpool, especially in the first half, then we've got a chance. I think we've got a chance to get a goal. Obviously, we need to make sure that we keep all the players on the pitch and we don't get any more injuries during the game, which is never very easy for us at the moment, it seems. But if that happens, then I think we've got a very good chance of maybe nicking a point or something like that there, which would be a fantastic result for us, given the run of games that we've got. Anything like that would be fantastic. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. What your score predictions are going to be, and also what do you think about Dean Henderson and Eze coming back when they perhaps might not be entirely ready, but needs must when things like this happen. So it could be that they make an appearance against Man City. Let me know what you think about that as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and follow along and all that good stuff to help support the channel. And I will see you next time.